Coming up, see how CCU celebrates Black History Month for their first annual Jazz Night event.
Plus, snowstorm conditions keep many people inside this last weekend. How the blizzard impacted students and what you can expect for the coming week as well.
And CCU Basketball dominates the competition. The scores, the seniors, and more next. Welcome back to CCU TV. I'm Elisabeth Armstrong.
And I'm Kelli Klaus. This month, the Centennial Institute and the Black Student Alliance co-hosted the first annual Black History Month event on CCU campus. Denver radio DJ Leonard Scotty Scott entertained students and community members with the history of rhythm and music. At the conclusion of the event, students enjoy the jazz band put together by Alfredo Pinto on staff in CCU's library. Be sure to keep up to date on Centennial Institute events. Most of them are free to students. And be sure to like the Black Student Alliance page on Facebook.
The debate team returned from Washington, D.C. last week. The Cougars hosted the Values in Capitalism Invitation Tournament in partnership with the American Enterprise Institute. The debate team performed well at this tournament, bringing home several wins for the Cougars. This success is mirrored in numerous first and second place finishes this team has earned this season, beating out competitors including the Air Force Academy, Pepperdine University, and the University of Denver. They will be on the road again this next week to compete in the Pi Kappa Delta National Tournament in Ohio.
If you need help writing a resume, looking for a job, or discovering your vocation, head over to Employment Management Services. The program is also placing CCU students with all sorts of employers.
The EMS program has 3 tiers of employers. You will notice that we have some jobs that require that you go through a vetting process with us. Typically, this is only about a 10-day process and will require about 10 hours of work. But we also have positions that you can actually just go online and you can go and interview on campus.
EMS can also give you up to 24 job credits through the program. This week, EMS is hosting on-campus interviews for an internship position at Park Belmar. Register online to attend.
This week, the CCU Nurses Office hosted Health Week. Students were able to participate in yoga night with the dance team and an extra credit chapel on healthy relationships. The cafeteria also offered a health-inspired menu. Tonight, there is a health fair at the Cafe Annex. Swing by to learn what the Lakewood community has to offer.
As college students, we know it's easy to fall into bad eating habits, especially when it comes to the first meal of the day. Studies are showing that eating breakfast gets your metabolism going, which is an important part of overall health. This means you should eat as soon as possible, within 30 to 60 minutes after getting up. Also, make sure your meal includes a lot of protein, which can help you feel fuller for longer, experts say. The key is to plan ahead, so you aren't in a rush and make bad food decisions early in the morning.
CCU TV has the news you need to know. Malls in the US, in the UK, and in Canada are on alert. A terror group called for attacks on Western shopping malls in a video which surfaced over the weekend. In the video, a masked man suggests the Al-Shabaab terror group has aspirations outside where it typically operates, in Somalia, Kenya, and Uganda. Earlier this week, the Ukrainian government said that it could not withdraw heavy weapons from the front line in eastern Ukraine. Officials say forces are still under attack from rebels. The pro-Russian separatists ignored a new ceasefire deal and took control of the railway hub of Debaltseve. European leaders are hopeful that the rebels will eventually start respecting the truce. Arizona Senator John McCain is being very straightforward in talking about America's response to the ongoing Ukraine conflict. On CBS Face the Nation Sunday, McCain discussed his disappointment with American efforts thus far in helping Ukrainians against Russia. For updates and commentary on relevant news, check our Facebook page at facebook.com/ccu.tv.
Earlier this week, a winter storm warning went into effect for the majority of our great state. The large and stubborn snow system gripped Colorado for upwards of 3 days, causing poor road conditions, several car accidents, and hundreds of flight cancellations. CCU student Aaron Amsbury says the weather made it difficult to get around.
This snow has been just crazy driving. The roads have been awful, and I got stuck in the springs over the weekend, and it has just been a nightmare. I'm from Colorado, but still, this is just not fun. I'm ready for spring.
The Colorado Department of Transportation is working overtime to clear the snow in preparation for more flurries this week.
While it may have been difficult to get around on the roads this weekend, conditions on the slope were surreal. CCU TV's Jared Cummings has your forecast for the snow.
After a huge storm this last weekend, snow conditions are much improved overall. If you take a look at the chart on your screen, you can see that resort conditions have improved from packed powder to powder, and that all resorts are showing an increased snow base. This weekend, we are expecting another big storm to roll through. Prayers for new snow are being answered. Grab your powder skis and be ready for some great days this weekend.
Another Academy Award ceremony is in the history books. There were some big winners like Birdman and the Grand Budapest Hotel, and some serious moments. Birdman, which sent Michael Keaton running in his underwear, went streaking to 4 Oscars at the 87th Annual Academy Awards Sunday. The film took Best Picture, Director, Cinematography, and Screenplay. Grand Budapest Hotel, another visually quirky film, also won 4 Oscars, including Best Score and Production Design. Eddie Redmayne captured Best Actor for his portrayal of Stephen Hawking in The Theory of Everything. Julianne Moore named Best Actress for Still Alice. The ceremony had some serious moments, with winners talking suicide, civil rights, and pay equality. The questions on the red carpet also took a more serious tone with the Ask Her More campaign. Leading lady Reese Witherspoon encouraged reporters to ask about actresses' careers and causes, in addition to typical red carpet questions.
Sarah Hartland's back in Studio B with this week's Cougar Media Review. Sarah, what did you think about what's in theaters this week?
I'm a stickler for spy movies, so last week I was excited to see Kingsman: Secret Service.
Kingsman is an international intelligence agency operating at the highest level of discretion.
But I must say it was very different than I expected, and maybe that was director Matthew Vaughn's point. Kingsman is an odd combination of class and crass, combining British accents and American humor. The fast-paced film relies on highly stylized and sometimes absurd violent action to keep the plot moving forward. Kingsman garnered a 74% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, though, suggesting that audiences are more than willing to accept the required suspension of disbelief to make this movie work. Kingsman's mantra of choice carries a hint of irony in light of the film's less than classy content.
Manners maketh man. Do you know what that means? Then let me teach you a lesson.
As for me, although I liked the classier elements of Kingsman, I wasn't such a fan of the unnecessary cussing or cookie-cutter plot devices, such as a misguided villain with a twisted vision to save the world. Right, thanks, we've never seen that before. Overall, I give Kingsman 2 stars out of 5. Tell us, CCU, what have you seen in theaters recently? Let us know what you think at facebook.com/ccu.tv. I'm Sarah Hartland, and this has been your Cougar Media Review.
CCU basketball teams took home huge victories this weekend over Western New Mexico University and New Mexico Highlands University. CCU fans turned out in droves to see the two teams play and to celebrate senior night. And CCU did not disappoint. The Lady Cougars won over both teams with a 20-plus point margin. The men beat the Mustangs 80-69 and also defeated the Cowboys by 4 points in overtime. CCU basketball will face off with the School of Mines this Saturday. This will be the final game before the playoffs begin.
Looks like the Cougars are killing it on the court. I can't wait to head up to Mines this weekend.
It will definitely be an exciting game. That is all we have time for today.
Be sure to check our Facebook page for extras, bloopers, and updates on relevant news and community events. We'll see you back here next week.